Welcome to the podcast From Stress to Success Blueprint. I'm your host, Lolita, and today is episode 83. So, I've been talking a lot about different things, how we stress ourselves, what to do about it. Um, so, there's a plenty of tips and tricks for any situation, really. But I realized there's this one thing that really goes deeper into true reason that has to do with your stress. In any situation, no matter what happens, ultimate question, what will determine? Will you be stressed or will you not be stressed? And obviously, that is definitely up to you because, well, you're the one who's experiencing it. And it could be, something that you thought of it yourself, like maybe you're afraid of something or you remember something, or let's say somebody else say something or they act particular way and that stress you out. It doesn't matter how that comes, but there's always one question you need to ask yourself that pretty much will determine how you're going to deal with that stress. And overall, the core of the whole situation, I know you're probably thinking, oh, come on, spit it out already. You always need to ask yourself, why? That's a big question. So if let's say there is a situation and somebody said something, they did something, or they didn't do something, or you thought of something and you catch yourself that you start stressing it out, you should ask yourself, why? Why is this stressful to me? Because there's a reason why. Everything goes in our insecurity. Because if you are self-confident, you feel safe and secure and mature and you know how to handle everything, you will not be stressing out a lot about things. Like, for example, let's say the same sitting in traffic and somebody cuts you off. If you so sure of yourself and you have empathy for the people, and overall, you have a good grip of yourself and other people in humanity, you're probably not gonna get so upset. But if somebody cuts you off, and then you get stressed out and you start shouting, why, how dare they, and you take it personally, ask yourself, why? Why this particular thing that just happened in front of you stressed you out? Where is this coming from? And then ask yourself, did I learn this? A lot of stressful behaviors we'll learn from other people, from our culture, from our family, many things. It's just kind of like consensus of we're gonna stress about that. But is there a reason why you need to stress about that? Just because in your family there is a habit of stressing over every single person that cuts you off in traffic, which they were not even cutting you off, they just changed the lane because you were way too slow for them or whatever reason, you're gonna behave the same way. There's a lot of situations in our lives, and I say we stress ourselves more than other people stressing us. Because if you don't know how to handle your stress, you don't know how to just kind of be cool, calm, and collected, anything can stress you out. A rain outside can be stressful. I know people who they're not happy no matter what happens. So don't be that person. Always ask yourself why. And if somebody says something offensive and then, it triggers you and you're thinking, oh my gosh, they hurt my feelings, ask them why. Why this particular action that person did triggered you so much that you feel stressed, you feel uncomfortable, you feel like, worthless. What does it remind you of? Does somebody were talking to you the same way when you were a child? Were you invalidated? Were you misunderstood, unloved, unseen, and all of those things? So really, in that situation, what is stressing you out It's the memory. It's the original wound that happened to you, not the person that telling you this now. It's the same, like, you go to a shopping and the cashier just, you know, putting maybe your groceries not fast enough for you. And then you just kind of like snap at her and say, well, can you move on? But really, that person didn't do anything to you. Maybe that person reminds you of someone that hurt you. Maybe this behavior of being slow remind you actually when you were a child and you've been scolded for being too slow. So now you think about the other people who are slow, they should be punished because that's what you learned. I know it's kind of messed up, but that's how we think. And we can go on forever about that. So next time when you're stressed out, ask yourself why. That's the good question. Why is this thing stressing you out? Do you want to look better in other people's opinion? Do you want to be seen as someone else? What are you afraid of? What are your insecurities? Why are you so cautious about things? There's always a reason why you think and why you react, and how you act in different situations. And then when you discover why, then you can deal with that. And then you can see that's probably not even yours. So why to be stressed about something that's not even yours? And then you can ask yourself, was it really that makes sense for me to be stressed out now about that cashier or about that person that cut me off in traffic? Probably not. Because why? The second question is that matter to you? Will that make a difference 5 years from now if you actually react the way you want to react? So at the end of the day, if you just react kind of calm, cool, and collected, it's probably going to be more beneficial to you than if you'll be stressing out because this is what you used to. It's a great thing to honor your ancestors, but not in this way, okay? Make them proud. If you really want to make your ancestors proud, and just do something that helps you. So when you help yourself, you can help people around you. When you know how to manage your stress, how to self-regulate, that the people around you will be taking an example from you. And especially if you have kids, oh, this is what that's what all the traumas are happening, isn't it? So show them good example. Show them how you can manage the situations that look like unmanageable or triggering. Because if you have kids in the car and you start yelling at that driver that cuts you off, guess what? You just taught your kid to do exactly the same way. Because in their minds, you're the God. So watch out. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. And I would like to hear your opinion about this. Do you think that we can control any situation? Or you think there are situations that we really cannot control and we have a right to be stressed out? Can't wait to read your comments.